And then, like, appeared underneath it.
Jumping into winners finals here, we have Truth versus Shana. Once again, we have our Luigi Brothers finals every time.
Luigi Brothers because Shana wins. Oh my god. So yep, our top 2 seeds playing as predicted in winners finals. We go through this a lot. We know that they're both very good players, very solid fundamentals, both these guys. I mean, you know, and it's pretty good that they made it this far too. That this is our largest bracket, and there are a lot of players that came out today.
Yeah, we are at 22 players for today, which is definitely our largest bracket ever in DOJO's history. Not that it's a very long one at this time, but oh, the cape, that was great.
It didn't matter. Put the back of my do it. Oh, he went for the spike.
The misfire.
This man is a legend because I know what you're gonna do. I'm gonna misfire and then I'm going to up smash.
But not quite taking it. Very good DI from Truth. And we find ourselves back into neutral, but you know, another up smash.
Yeah, that's how the Mario Bros work, man. Good stuff coming in from Shana here. Goes in for the up smash, punishes Truth for his attempted aerial approach. Good stuff. Just going in for a couple of trying really hard to get that stock as early as possible. He knows he has to. Ooh! What in the world? This man called this dude out harder than a man who made a trolley post on Tumblr.
Very true there. And Truth just playing very safe now, but as I say that, he eats a Luigi combo, but no amount of safety.
can prevent you. Nothing can prevent you from getting stuck in the Luigi vortex.
Yeah.
No, when it happens, man. If there's anyone who's very comfortable with going into it and coming out of these vortexes, it's definitely Truth. These guys have squared off more than enough times in winners and grands and losers finals to know how the other plays. And it looks like Shana is continuing to push his aggression to prove that he has more knowledge in this than Truth.
Oof. And it's just, Shana is such an excellent Luigi player, and Truth is definitely a solid player himself, but yeah, I would definitely say out of the two of them that Shana knows the matchup better, even though they've played each other countless times. We also have a lot more Marios near Truth's skill level than we have Luigi's near Shana's.
Very true, very true. We've got one Luigi coming up, Jolt. Shout out to him, but we'll do that afterward because we have Shana, who is definitely carrying himself here, taking in the first game against Truth and attempting to make a staple for himself in the top 2.
Oh, whoop, my camera
in this tournament today.
Yeah, definitely. Today's been a pretty crazy day.
I agree. I absolutely agree. I think that it's been a pretty good turnout. I think that we have a lot of really good players that came out today. We even have, Sean and etc. coming out. But either way, we're going to have this next game coming back into Smashville. No reason not to pick this stage. Very even for both characters. And Shana opening up again with a very early-ended Luigi combo.
Yeah. Another thing to point out is we do have the return of the Gil here. Her first time actually showing up and being able to play in a while.
Mm-hmm. So, and Lord James, too.
Yeah, Lord James hasn't been able to make it as often recently. RZI is the only one from the original crew that's really missing right now. Mm-hmm. And that's because between his trip to SoCal and a couple other things he had to do when he got home, he's been quite busy.
Absolutely. Now I want to make a note here. Very good punish coming from Truth. Shana had it looks like an opportunity to go for a jab reset with that fireball. I'm not sure if it was too late or if he hadn't recognized it or what happened there. Ooh. But nearly taking that stock with the tornado shows that he has not missed a beat, returning the favor with taking that stock with his own forward smash. Yeah. Very well played.
Oh my gosh. And wow. He was able to power shield in between the hits?
I'm very impressed by that. That had to have been some really good smash DI coming in.
Yeah, he got to the ground so quickly there. I think he only got like 3 hits of Luigi Tornado. Normally that just takes you off. Absolutely. And there's nothing you can do about it.
And especially in a segment that's, even if you're smash DIing it, I still find it very difficult to go, like, if you get the tech, I almost consider it luck. Like, it's possible to do, and if you're good enough and understand how the move works, you can definitely tech it midway. But I find it to be more of a hassle to do,
There's no way you can tech it based on visuals because there's too much going on. And even teching it based on knowledge is hard because you're never going to know for sure which hit of it is you're going to pop out of. and that forward smash almost taking it, but very good DI from Truth, but...
Ooh, air dodges right into an up smash, unfortunately. Yeah. And I was going to make note, that was very good recovery coming in from Shana, recognizing Truth's want and desire to attempt to stage spike him. He goes and jumps in air dodges, which is something he does very often, but in this circumstance, you can see how imperative it was for him in order to gain that level of stage control to allow him to punish Truth with the forward smash and following the up smash to take the game.
Definitely, and we have the run back yet again. Truth very certain that he can take it on this stage. We'll see what he chooses to change here. So far, we're seeing... I don't know, he doesn't seem to be changing a whole lot, but he is in the lead this time, being a little bit safer with his spacing than he was at the beginning of the last game.
Absolutely. I can see him being a little more patient. He's putting more effort into respecting Shana's options, but as he continues to aggress on Shana with grab and such, Shana continues to beat it out with jab. It looks like Truth is doing whatever he can to try to get Shana to commit to an option and preparing to punish it, as we saw here.
Yeah.
But,
and we keep seeing Shana trying to ledge guard Luigi, which is a hard thing to do to begin with. But when he has the percent lead, there's not really a reason for him to. He should honestly just let Shana get back to stage, as backwards as that sound, just because there's a 90% chance that Luigi's going to either recover anyways or reverse ledge guard like that.
Oh, absolutely. I was going to say, like, very unfortunate for Truth. He committed really hard to that edge guard, but it actually worked out for him. If he could just take this stock, carry some form of momentum, he might have been able to make that worthwhile, but that's definitely not something he intended to do.
Yeah, trading stocks against a character like Luigi is never a thing you want to do, because you always have to assume that in an even stock situation, Luigi always has the advantage, because he grabs you once and you're taking 30 to 40%.
Absolutely. But you're absolutely right. And for a character like Mario, who definitely adores having the rage on his side, the problem was that, like, Luigi has a lot of very strong kill options, as displayed by Shana as he takes another stock with the forward smash and proceeds to grands with a swift 3-0.
Yeah.